Tonight, in a special edition of the Chicago Report, we take a look back at the top 10 political stories of the year. Part 1. Number 10. A global debate divides city council. The conversation that had two aldermen in a shouting match. Number 9.
Right now on Orange Sunday, taking a live look at Soldier Field. It looks cold out there because it is. You're going to need to bundle up if you're going to the Bears-Rams game at Soldier Field. Mark's going to have the forecast in just a bit. And there are multiple factors going into today's game besides these frigid cold temperatures. We'll be talking about that. And he has been in several TV shows and movies. We have actor and comedian Edgar Blackmon joining us later in the show to talk about that viral clip. If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious, and it has even gotten the Bears' attention. Mark, I can't wait for you to see this.
Yeah, I have not seen that yet.
So it is hilarious.
I'm going to stick around.
I think
for that.
You need to stick around. Okay, so we're talking, if you're going to the Bears game, you need to bundle up. But if you're leaving your house, go to a bar, to go to a restaurant to watch the Bears game, how do we dress for that?
Exactly the same. I mean, because it's going to be a cold day today.
Okay, wind chills.
Wind chills are, they have been below zero most of the morning here. They're going to continue to be below zero as we go through the next couple of hours and not get much above zero wind chill-wise as we go throughout the day today. Now, that looks like a cold shot in spite of the fact we have some sunshine. You can see the clouds rising up there right about 2/3 up your screen. That is the lake producing snowfall, which will continue to come down on the far side of the lake. Now, northwest Indiana, I don't think you're going to have to deal with this. This is going to be a Michigan issue coming up over the next 24 hours. In fact, there are winter storm warnings up for part of the western shore of Lake Michigan. And you can see what's happening here even this morning. Some lake effect snow well up the lake. Expecting about 5, as much as 8 inches of snowfall on the other side of the big pond today. For us, we're dry. We're actually seeing a little bit of sunshine, as I showed you earlier. And you can see the winter storm advisories for Berrien County and then warnings as we go up the lake and around the lake. So our light snowfall picks up enhanced moisture off the lake and deposits it on the other side. Meanwhile, cold weather advisory posted for all of us in Chicago, all of us on the Illinois side. That is from tonight through tomorrow morning. So high temperatures today. We're talking about teens and barely into the 20s today. I think we hit a temperature of about 19, maybe 20 degrees as we go towards the afternoon today. Temperatures right now, they look like this: 7 degrees at O'Hare, it's 9 degrees at Midway, 8 along the lake. We've got a little balmy 4 at Woodstock, and we're doing 5s at both Rockford and also in DeKalb. Now, game time temperatures. I think we're going to see temperatures into the teens, cloudy skies, it'll be breezy, winds at times 10, 15, 20 miles per hour. I think we're going to see some snow. It's going to be light snow, but I think we'll see some snow falling during the game. Winds are gusty, wind chills are cold. We'll talk more about that in a moment.
All right, thanks for that, Mark. Well, the Bears set to host the LA Rams this evening at Soldier Field, as you know. Both teams coming off some emotional come-from-behind wins last week. The focus at Hallis Hall has since been reset with the mindset of going 1-0 this week. Here's what the Fox 32 sports team had to say about today's Bears-Rams game.
This week on Wednesday, we celebrated the Minnesota Miracle. Yeah, when the Vikings came back against the Saints, they scored with 10 seconds left to play in the NFC divisional round, and then they got their doors blown off against the Eagles in the NFC title game by 31. How do the Bears make sure they don't go through the same type of emotional letdown that Minnesota went through?
Well, who was that quarterback? It was Case Keenum, and he's now on the Bears roster, and he took it upon himself as one of the leaders on this team, one of the guys who is actually coaching Caleb Williams this season, to make a message in a meeting, an offensive meeting, of how you have to move past these games, that no one cares about what happened last week. It's all about what you do in the future. And so Ben Johnson keeps crediting all these veterans in the locker room, Grady Jarrett, Kevin Byard, people who have played in these high-stake games before, for keeping this locker room locked in. And I think that they are leaning on them yet again to just know that it doesn't matter. The Packers are in the past. All that hoopla that came after the game and might be used as bulletin board for the Rams now, it's on to the Rams.
I said last week that the veteran leadership, I think, was going to play an important role, especially at this point in the season. And when you're winning playoff games, right, it's emotional, especially coming off a game like that against the Green Bay Packers. But as you said, Case Keenum was the quarterback in that game, the Minneapolis Miracle. And again, you got to flush it out, because this week it doesn't matter. You got to focus on being 1-0, and that's something that Ben Johnson has preached all season long to this team.
It's great to have Case Keenum with that reference point and vantage point. It's great to have Grady Jarrett and Joe Tooney last weekend in the locker room to give their accounts of when they were down 28-3, and that when the Bears were trailing, it wasn't over. But really, this comes down to coaching. And when you have a staff as good as Ben Johnson's staff is, you rely upon every positional coach to have their group reinforced every single day, every single practice. That last week was great, but this week will not be better unless you focus. And I think Ben Johnson has a maniacal focus that we see each and every day. And when he has that simmering intensity that that's why everyone doesn't get close to him on the sidelines on game day. There's like a 10-foot radius that everyone has to respect. That tells you that the Bears will be ready Sunday.
I will add one more factor that I think is so incredibly important. The Vikings were playing on the road. The Bears have their home crowd to make sure that they have the emotional energy for that game.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you tune in for Bears Game Day Live today. That starts at 12:30 p.m. right here on Fox Chicago. We are going to have the latest on injuries, headlines, and other important factors for the big game. And then, of course, right after the game ends, tune in to your home of the Bears for our post-game coverage. Right now, let's take a look at today's mega poll question. We want to know from Bears fans, how many rushing touchdowns will the Bears have against the Rams? Just scan the QR code you see on your screen or go to our website, fox32chicago.com, to vote. You can also use the Fox Local app. Here's a look at the options for you. At least one touchdown, 2, 3, or more than 3. And a heads up for people attending the game, hot drinks and warming centers are going to be available across Soldier Field. Fans can also wear clothing with battery-operated heating elements. Just keep in mind, this will mean additional security screening for you, but it's going to be worth it. There will be hot chocolate, cider, and coffee available, as well as hand warmers. And if you want to, you are being told you can also bring a blanket with you. NFL fan gear is getting a glow up, and with this excitement around the Chicago Bears playoff journey, it's not surprising that the merchandise is flying off the shelves. Jake stops by one of the Bears shops at Soldier Field to check out the new gear for us.
That's right, guys. We know Bears fans are the absolute best in the NFL, but you know what? They're also the best looking and the best dressed. And a big reason why is where we are right now, the Bears Pro Shop out at Soldier Field, that has everything you need to maybe have a little refresh before the big game on Sunday. We're back here with Sarah Smith, VP of Fan Development and Marketing. Sarah, I'd imagine anything with these 3 words on it basically flying off the shelf.
Absolutely. This is our Good, Better, Best collection that was designed by our in-house brand creative team. We have sizes for women, men, unisex, kids, you name it. It's been a top seller.
And also, it's got such a great story behind it, and you can know that when you get something like that, it's still going to be great next season, 10 seasons from now. But I'd imagine, particularly this weekend, people want to put a timestamp on where we are right now. And any merchandise that says 2025 playoffs, division champs, I'd imagine that's what people are really coming after, right?
Exactly. It's been such a memorable season that this collection, fans really want to commemorate it, and so this has been flying off the shelves as well.
I got to ask, though, there's so many things out here, and everyone knows that, obviously there are a lot of male Bears fans, but there are a lot of passionate female Bears fans, and you guys have a lot of merch that's going to make sure that they're the best dressed, best looking fans in all of football.
Absolutely. So we really want to make sure that we're taking care of all of our fans. So for some of the female styles, we really lean into unisex, but also options like this where it's tone on tone. So maybe you want to sport the Bears, but you don't necessarily want a huge colorful logo.
There's a lot to be had for everybody out here. I know we have some expecting moms at Fox 32, so we're going to do a little bit of present shopping, maybe to have some stuff ready to go for a little bit later in the year. When can people come out to the shop, and where is it exactly? exactly?
Exactly. So we have 3 pro shops here at Soldier Field. This one that we're in is close to gate 45, and this is open 7 days a week. So even if you aren't coming to the game, you can still swing by and get some merch.
And, you know, people don't necessarily maybe think of this next item as a must-have, but going into the game on Sunday, I'd imagine a blanket might be a very coveted item going into that game.
Absolutely. The blankets have been a top seller for us this season.
And you can get them and bring them in?
You absolutely.
Get them and bring them in. All right, guys, we are out here, Soldier Field. It is the Bears Pro Shop. I'm going to do some shopping on my own. Sarah, we appreciate you. Let's see. I think we've got my size ready to go. And on that note, I'm going to do a little bit more shopping as we toss it back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Jay. Coming up on Good Day, how much do you show off your love for the Chicago Bears? Well, we're going to be joined by superfan Lena Duda, a.k.a. Honey Bear, in just a bit. But first, let's head over to Mark.
We have some sunshine this morning, but bitter cold temperatures, those chills are below 0. It's time to check in with your tailgate forecast.
Dear Friday, let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days and a trailer backup guide that's the champ of the ramp. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota trucks.
Right now, lease a new Tacoma SR5 for $289 a month or get 1.75% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Your one.
Funny. Wonderful. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We are so excited about the Bears. We're already talking about the big game with our super fan that you're going to meet in just a second here. But first, we want to take another look at today's mega poll question for you. We want to hear from Bears fans. How many rushing touchdowns will the Bears have against the Rams? Just scan that QR code right there on your screen, or you can go to our website, fox32chicago.com, to get the answer that you want to give us. You can also use the Fox Local app, because that's always a good way to go about it as well. So here's a look at some of your options in case you're interested in at least 1 touchdown, 2, 3, or more than 3. Now, whenever you go to a Bears game at Soldier Field, you always get a chance to see a super fan in person, right? Well, among them is one of Fox 32's favorites. She is Lena Duda, also known as Honey Bear. She's joining us live in our studio this morning. Another comeback here in our studio. Nice to see you again. You were on the morning show not too long ago, right? Okay, so welcome. How excited are you about today?
Oh, my gosh, this is just a treat. This is just a treat. I mean, we haven't been this blessed. I keep saying after the last game, why are we so blessed, like the super fans? Because really, that's what we got going on. Who could have expected what we have
That's what
right
I was
now?
saying earlier.
It's just
Who knew?
incredible.
Okay, let's talk about how you got started becoming a super fan. How did this all come about?
So I've always been a big fan. I was 2 when they won the Super Bowl the last time. So I grew up watching the Super Bowl Shuffle every day.
Okay.
Just loved it.
2 when they won the last
Yeah.
time. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm 42 right now. But the reality was I always followed it. Had a little bit of an ebb during the 90s, but it wasn't until high school we started getting good. We had that first division champ when we were the NFC Central division, and I just got hooked. And that year, I did color guard. I've done color guard for 25 years, and I had the opportunity of performing in a halftime show. Met Bearman.
Okay.
During there, and
Very
I'm just like,
famous, yes.
I want to be the female him because I saw what he was doing. He wanted to get people motivated and excited for the game. And there wasn't a lot of female representation at the time. And I came up with the idea of Honey Bear and a cheerleader before I even knew we had the Honey Bears.
You didn't know that we had cheerleaders called Honey Bear? Are you serious?
It wasn't until after we lost the Super Bowl in '06 that I discovered that was there. I already started the Honey Bear thing. And then I was like, well, this is destiny. And then I heard about the curse, that we wouldn't be able to win a Super Bowl unless we had at least one Honey Bear.
Oh, I didn't know this curse.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is this a curse you've created, or is this something?
No, this is something you can Google.
Tell me what it was again.
Basically, they said since the last year we had the Honey Bears was in the '85 playoffs, the last performance was the Super Bowl. We were cursed to not have anything until the Honey Bears came back. And,
so,
you know, I try.
You are creating a service for your city, aren't you?
I mean, I'm just trying to get more people to be motivated, and it's so great because it's working. The more times that you go out there, like people like Bearman and I and other fans there, they do it because we want to get people excited. They want to be, it's hard sometimes to be extroverted. It really is. And when you can really just be passionate about something as communal as sports.
Right.
It works out great.
Yeah, and you made lots of friends. You were telling me that as soon as you leave our studio, you are heading to Soldier Field to start your tailgating.
Yes, I am.
And despite the cold temperatures, you are expecting a huge group of your friends to come.
Yeah, so I'm a member of First and 10 Tailgating Club, also known as FAT because we're fat. But we're a great group. Dedicated hardcore fans that just like to have a good time, have that family atmosphere. We start tailgating officially at noon today, but I'm going to be going over there to set up and help everybody get ready.
Okay. I got to ask you, I'm so excited to watch this game in the comfort of my warm home, okay? So do you worry at all? Because it's going to be pretty miserable out there.
But we did this already. We did this at the Cleveland game.
Yes.
If you know how to dress and prepare for cold weather, which we're Midwesterners. We're Great Lakers. We know how to do this.
This is no big deal.
This is nothing. You just need to know how to do the layering, how to moisturize, how to keep the parts that need to be hot, and you'll be fine.
Okay, and the Rams, you think they're going to be impacted by this?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now is there a cheer or something that you're known for? I mean, you got the pom-poms here.
Yeah, I'm not an official cheerleader.
No, but
I do a little bit with the Bear Down song. I'll actually put a little cheer to that. I have a routine. But usually what you'll see me doing is when they have those little spots where they have the music going through, I can't help but dance. I just love to move. I love to get everybody motivated. Like when I do Bear Down, Chicago Bears.
Oh, there you go.
Every play clear the way to victory.
All right.
Bear Down, Chicago Bears. Put up a fight with the might so fearlessly. We'll never forget the way you thrilled the nation with your team formation. Bear Down, Chicago Bears, and let them know why you're wearing the crown. You're the pride and joy of Illinois, Chicago Bears. Bear Down.
All right, Honey Bear, we have a special award for you.
Oh, I get another chain.
You do, because
so there's a local artist that makes these. I had to get this. I'm a teacher by trade, and this is obviously a positive mantra. Good, better, best.
And
I am going to bestow this honor on you for being the ultimate Honey Bear and fan.
Thank you.
I knight you. Awesome fan.
Thank you.
And thank you for getting everybody excited and doing what you
We just need everybody else to bring the power. We need everybody else to be as excited. Let's go, Bears. Bear down. Let's go.
Let's do it. I mean, need we say more? That was awesome. Thank you. Good luck today. Have fun. Bundle up.
Yep.
Mark's going to have a little tip for you on how to bundle up,
yeah.
although you already know.
Right.
Been there, done that.
Moisturize any of the bear skin. Keep it as thickly moisturized as possible.
I like that. Moisturize your bare skin.
I know. We do a
Do you have a favorite moisturizing for bare skin?
I usually do a base layer of shea butter so it doesn't make you break out.
Okay.
And then I do a really thick cold cream like moisturizer and then do the sunscreen on top. That really seems to really do a good
basically
job.
what you're saying is you triple up.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
All right.
Triple layer, triple up.
Well, I have to say your skin's beautiful. Good job. Good job.
Well, you know, I like to say I suck the youth out of my kids because, you know, I'm a teacher and it's just stressful.
Well, we're so happy you came on. All right, Mark, let's let her know what she can expect when she goes out there.
There's the place. There's the place you're going to be today. And this is how you're going to feel when you go there. Look at these winds. Winds gusting at times up to 26 miles per hour in the southwest side. We're going to have winds gusting anywhere from 10 to 15 to 20 miles per hour today, up to 25 miles per hour, obviously. And with those wind gusts this morning, we're dealing with wind chills that look like this. Most of those numbers have a minus sign in front of them. -10 at Midway, -7 along the lakeshore, -8 right now at O'Hare, and 15 degrees below zero right now. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh,
furry boots, man.
furry boots. You can't go wrong with furry boots. You know, where do you get furry boots at these days?
Amazon, baby.
All right, Amazon has everything, right? Wind chills are going to be bitter cold throughout the day. Tonight, those wind chills dropping down to about 20 degrees below zero overnight tonight. I told you it would be cold. I told you it would be breezy with very bitter cold wind chills. I also told you there's some snowfall on the way, and here it is. Snow stretching across northwest Wisconsin from Minnesota down into Iowa this hour. It looks like the timing on this brings it in later this afternoon, in through kickoff and right through a good portion of the game. Now, this is going to be light snowfall, probably about an inch or so. Most locations, some areas slightly more than an inch of snowfall by the time this moves out later on tonight. And then it gets bitter cold again tomorrow with those wind chills tomorrow morning as cold as 20 degrees below zero.
All right, thanks for that, Mark. Well, millions of children, as we all know, play on individual sports teams every year, and that's fueling, believe it or not, a $40 billion a year youth sports industry. How surprising are those numbers? Because that's nearly double the NFL's 2024 revenue, if you can believe it. The financial responsibility increases if your child, of course, plays those traveling club sports. But that's not all. The time commitment spikes, too. Fox News has more on the state of youth club sports in America. Take a look.
Some 60 million kids across the U.S. get a kick out of playing youth sports, and roughly half of those participate in club sports, a more elite level of play.
Club sports is so much more than competition. There's also a lot about belonging, development, and communities. We see families that are investing more time, more energy, more resources than really ever before.
As the number of kids joining increases each year, the recently released Club Sports Index shows much of that coming down to the positive impact that translates on and off the field.
Parents said that their kids are building confidence, athletes are reporting stronger mental health and discipline, and coaches see some real gains in teamwork and character.
The study also examined the real commitment for both parents and players. Club-level sports require a significant amount of time and money.
You're going to be practicing at least twice a week. You're going to have games every weekend. Even in the off-season, you might be expected to train or have some sort of skill development.
Sports coupled with school and social activities can also lead to burnout.
Athletes and parents said that burnout happens at least twice a year, and it's often tied to pressures, just generally, whether it's, game pressure or week-to-week pressure, as well as just overscheduling.
I played volleyball for almost 7 years.
A club athlete in Georgia, Marisol, understands both the pros and pressures of playing.
With club, you get more opportunities. You meet more people that you would never meet in high school. So I think it develops your social skills. Club coaches can also be harder, so you have to learn to take criticism on a daily basis.
Her mom, Julie, says both the time and money commitment can be tremendous.
During club season, anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month just for the club fees. And then on top of that, any travel for a weekend-long tournament easily can get over $10,000.
But she adds what they get out of it far exceeds the cost of play.
It's also the friends that she's made, the exercise that she is getting, the discipline that she's getting through the weekly practices that I always feel the money was worth it.
Anna Eliopoulos, Fox News.
Well, every Sunday, as you know, Mark and I love to just chit-chat about stuff. Sometimes about nothing. Sometimes it's interesting, and sometimes it's not. But
well, you know.
Right? Okay, so today we decided our stuff is going to be a special Bears edition. So, Mark, what you say?
Well, if you think you look like Caleb Williams, now is your time to shine. The Wiener Circle is hosting a look-alike contest for fans who resemble the Bears star quarterback. You can show up at the hot dog stand on Clark Street on Tuesday at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock in the afternoon, that is. The winner will take home a Wiener Circle gift card and lots of free stuff.
I love that the Wiener Circle has gotten so involved. Aren't they fun?
Yeah,
right?
You know, their signs are fun.
Yes.
You know, they really... They do a lot to promote the city and the Bears.
Yeah, and plus it's a great spot. Okay, has anybody ever told you you look like...
John Goodman.
Oh, John Goodman, you get that one. Okay.
You know,
that for years?
When I was younger, it was Andy Gibb, and now it's John Goodman. So
Andy Gibb, I love it.
It kind of shows how the trajectory of life has gone.
The only one I've ever really gotten is Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are your own person,
and so are
Sylvia
you,
Perez.
Mr. Israel, so
yes,
are you.
Yeah.
Okay, celebrations have been rolling out across the city of Chicago all week long to celebrate the Bears' successful season. Did you see this one?
That is cool, isn't it?
Okay, that is an ice sculpture popping up in new spots in downtown Chicago. So it's named the Iceman, honoring Caleb Williams, of course. Staley the Bear and Bears alum Anthony Adams were at the sculpture at the Merchandise Mart, handing out Bears gear to passing fans. And did you see, you know, every evening, the Merchandise Mart has a show that's projected on
which is very cool.
And this week, they have been doing the Bears logo, which is so cool to see.
Missed that.
Yeah, very, very cool. And Barry Butler, our friend in photography, took some great pictures over there. So
really, I'm going to have to go dig those up. He is one of my favorite Chicago photographers. Okay, he's my favorite Chicago photographer.
And not to mention a really great guy.
Yeah.
Right?
We have to have him in on the show again.
His stuff is
great guy to talk to. Well, apparently this Bears season has been a huge benefit to Chicago restaurants. That's according to the Illinois Restaurant Association. Typically, as you might know, January is considered a slow month for the restaurant industry. That's why the whole Chicago Restaurant Week was started to try to drive business to as many spots as possible. However, this year, the Bears are adding an unexpected bonus.
How about that? Because more people are ordering out.
Yeah.
More people are ordering in, I should say, and going to bars that have been packed. Everybody's getting involved. Even the fair-weathered fans are getting involved. They may not be going to feel the cold of the weather out there, but they're going and staying warm at the bars.
Well, even if you're not a fan of football or a fan of the Chicago Bears, which is what, about 2.5–3% of any given place, you have to be a fan of what this has done for the local economy, what it's done for businesses, and you know, every dollar that is spent just circulates around the economy
It's so great.
many, many times.
It's so much fun, and I don't know. I told you I get really nervous because of the cardiac bears. Really do kind of make my heart palpitate. But
not the
are
only
you going
one.
to watch from beginning to end? I'm going to watch beginning. I'm going to take a little break, and then I'm going to come back closer because it drives me crazy.
You know, it's funny because I was joking. Really, you only have to watch the last 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
That's a joke. You know, watch the whole game.
Yeah.
And
but that's okay because it's on another network tonight, so they don't have to watch them.
But, I mean, so many games this season. I mean, it comes down to the very end, which I don't recall another team doing that consistently throughout the season.
Did I hear like 7
winning.
times? That's crazy.
I think we're at 7.
That's insane. Okay, so let's take another look at the mega poll that we asked you about earlier. We want to hear from Bears fans. How many rushing touchdowns will the Bears have against the Rams? Did you pick a number?
You know, I didn't, because I was boasting on how good I was at nailing the numbers until I boasted, and then I've blown it since
away.
then.
Okay, when we come back, we're going to give you more information on that. But first, take a look at this, and we'll take a break.
the MLK commemorative service.
Welcome back. We're going to take another look at that mega poll. As we've been saying, we want to ask you, how many rushing touchdowns will the Bears have against the Rams tonight? Just scan that QR code on your screen or go to our website, fox32chicago.com, to vote. And, of course, you can also use our Fox Local app. So here's the options for you. At least one touchdown, 2, 3, or more than 3. Mark, what you say about this?
2 to 3.
Yeah.
So, you know, easy guess.
Look at that beautiful shot. Boy, you would think it was warm out there, but it is not.
Right? I mean, you see the sunshine, you see the
So
fair weather
pretty.
cumulus clouds there, but then you also see some white on the ground. So that kind of spoils everything, doesn't it?
Yes, it certainly does. I'm just so happy to be in here with you where it's nice and warm.
Well, I'm happy to be in here with you, too. It's always warm in the studio. You know what? It's going to be a cold day outside today. It is going to be windy. We're going to have wind chills below 0 for much of the day today, and especially tomorrow morning when those wind chills drop down close to 20 degrees below 0. And there is also some light snowfall inbound for us. Here we are. There's Chicago. There's Wisconsin. There's Minnesota. There's Iowa. And here comes the snowfall. Now, just like yesterday, a little light dust up. Today, probably around an inch, maybe a little bit more than an inch coming through. Light stuff as we go through this afternoon, and we finally wrap this up later on this evening. Now, that being said, I do believe we'll be seeing some snowfall during the game. Be looking a little bit like a snow globe. Temperatures in the teens all day long. We've enjoyed some sunshine this morning. Cloudy skies as we go through the afternoon. Again, some snowfall around game time and even some lingering snow showers all the way through probably midnight, maybe even a little beyond that before we clear out. Here's that cold air just spilling down from the Arctic, spilling down from Canada, and then diving all the way down to southern Illinois. Cold temperatures all the way down to the mid-south, Kentucky, Tennessee, also cold. You know, earlier this week, there was talk about the iguana warnings in Florida, where the iguanas get cold and they fall out of the trees. This morning, there's snow in the panhandle of Florida. That's how cold this outbreak is and how far it extends all the way down to the south. Well, temperatures today only in the teens, a little sunshine here or there, but cloudy skies with some snow developing this afternoon and this evening. Overnight tonight, we will clear out for the most part, and then temperatures drop down close to 0 in the suburbs, very close to 0 here in the city, and then daytime highs tomorrow only in the single digits. We'll tell you where we go from there coming up.
All right, thank you, Mark. Well, taking a look at today's sports schedule for you, the Bulls are hosting the Nets this evening at 6 p.m. in women's college hoops. The Northwestern Wildcats travel to Champaign to take on the Fighting Illini at 2 p.m. The UIC Flames women's team takes on Southern Illinois at 2 p.m. And right here on Fox Chicago, it's Iowa State playing against Oklahoma State at noon. Now, if and when the Bears win, we already know who their opponent is going to be in the NFC Championship game. The Seattle Seahawks clinched that spot after taking down the San Francisco 49ers. The Seahawks were in control throughout that game, scoring 24 points in the first half. Kenneth Walker III finished with over 100 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. Seahawks go on to win 41-6. The Green Bay Packers extend head coach Matt LaFleur's multiple reports saying he signed a multi-year contract to stay with the team. The two sides met early in the week to talk about the future direction of the organization. Details have not been released. The New York Giants have officially hired John Harbaugh as their next head coach. This comes after the two sides finally worked out a contract. He joins the Giants just 11 days after getting fired by the Ravens. The Giants have gone 7-27 over the past 2 seasons. And another head coaching gig has been taken. Atlanta Falcons announcing that they have hired Kevin Stefanski for that job. He spent 6 years with the Cleveland Browns, where he made the playoffs twice and also won AP NFL Coach of the Year 2 times. Despite his fallout in Cleveland, Stefanski still received interest from other NFL teams looking for a new head coach.
Bears down. Bear down, Chicago Bears.
It cracks me up every time I see this. You've probably heard him while attending a game at Soldier Field this season. He is actor, comedian, and Richton Park native Edgar Blackmon sing about Kamananga getting a first down. And guess what? He's joining us now on Good Day Chicago. How are you? It's so good to see you.
Oh, thanks for having me. Shout out to Richton Park.
How about it?
60471.
No kidding. You are
Let's
shouting
go.
out and representing so well. It's so great to have you. You're in L.A., right?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much for getting up so early for us. You are a true Bears fan, right? You have to explain to everybody how this whole thing got started and how quickly it spread and how it's taken a life of its own.
You know, it's so funny because it's just one of those things that I say around our home, like just to be silly. And to me, all the content you put online is really just for joy. To me, that's what I do it for.
Okay.
And so I thought, this makes me laugh. I might as well share it with some other people and see if it doesn't make anybody else laugh. And then it went wild. And, you know, I don't go viral. I have like 2,000 followers. It was more than I was prepared for. And to hear it on the games, like to hear it echoing out at Soldier Field is like a dream come true. It's
okay,
fantastic.
that's crazy. So we just had a Bears super fan on, and she was telling me that she goes to the games and she hears you. Now, she hears your voice. Did the Bears contact you? How did this come about? And I'm feeling like there's more here that you need to share with us.
You know, they did not contact me. It was just one of those things that kind of just happens. And I didn't know. Someone sent me a message and let me know that they were playing it. So when the Bears played the Packers here in Chicago, that was the first time that I could hear it. So we're turning the television up all the way, and my kids are like, I can't believe they're playing your voice. So it was fantastic. And right before Caleb threw that dagger to DJ Moore, Kyle had just run a first down. So it was like, I got to hear the sound. We won the game, and we were going insane over here. I'm sure my neighbors were worried.
That is so much fun. Okay, you said you only had 2,000 followers. I have a feeling this has increased your followers. Am I right?
It doubled them in about a week's time.
Really?
So thank you to everybody that followed me for this. Bless your hearts. go Bears, bear down all day, every day.
Yeah, well, the man you've been singing about apparently has gotten such a kick out of this. Have you spoken to him directly, or have you just heard him commenting about this? I guess he says he and his family, people have been sending him videos of you, and he and his family are getting such a kick out of this.
That's fantastic. I have not talked to Kyle, but I'm glad that he saw it. I'm glad that it provided him and his family with some joy.
Yeah.
And he's so fantastic. This Bears team this year, just the vibes, the joy is overflowing. I can't wait for every game. They're so exciting to watch. It's such a turnaround from what we were going through last season.
Okay, I got to ask you, I know you're going to watch the Bears tonight because you're a longtime Bears fan. Give me an example of what you're going to do, because now everybody's going to expect you to do this, and you had to expect me to ask you to do this for me. Sure. Let's say Kyle catches a pass, an intercept. He's intercepted the ball, okay? And it's in their end zone, but he runs it all the way back for a touchdown. What are you going to sing?
Okay, so in our scenario, Kyle Monangai, let's say 98-yard touchdown run.
Love it. Love it.
The building is shaking.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm at home on my couch and I'm going, Kyle Monangai is in the end zone again. I can't wait. I hope it happens.
You're so much fun. I wish I could watch the game with you tonight just so I could make you do that every time something fun happens. Predictions. What are you predicting for tonight before I let you go?
Oh, that's really easy. This is another Bears victory. I think we just have what it takes. We're a hard team to put down. Even if you're up, we can get back into it. So I expect the Bears to come out and go to the NFC Championship.
I love it. And one more time, I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you sing us to a commercial break? We need to go to a break.
Do it.
Fox 32 Chicago, going to a break. Go for it.
Kyle Monangai with a Bears first down.
Awesome.
Bear down, Chicago Bears.
Well, I hope this grows even bigger and that we're going to see you more and something else develops about this, within this. But good luck with your career. You seem like a great guy, and I'm just happy for you that this viral moment happened and you're sharing it.
I appreciate it.
Okay,
Thank you for
take
having
care.
me.
Good to talk to you. Coming up, are you looking for a great spot with delicious food to watch that big Bears game tonight? We are taking you to Lake Zurich to get a taste test of the roaring Table Brewery. We're going to introduce you to the owners and tell you what makes it so special. We'll be right back.
Stream Good Day Chicago on your way to work.
Welcome back, everyone. If you're unable to get to today's game, but you need a spot to watch, why not try Roaring Table Brewery in Lake Zurich? Why not, Mark?
Why not? I'm in.
Joining us now are the owners, Lane Fearing and Beth May. And welcome to both of you. We're learning about your spots. So happy to have you here.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
So you guys are a great hot spot in Lake Zurich. Tell everybody what they can expect when they go there.
Well, we have a brewery, a tap room, and recently added a kitchen. So now we have a lot of food, which is exciting because beer and food go together.
Yes. They do, don't they?
Yeah. Right? So, and we're in a strip mall in Lake Zurich by the Trader Joe's, so easy to find, plenty of parking, all the good stuff.
But it all started with beer.
Just with beer.
Do tell.
Well,
you look like a guy who likes beer.
I do like beer a lot. And, when I was young, beer just appeared in front of me in cans and out of faucets. But then I got a home brewing kit for Christmas, and I kind of went down the rabbit hole.
Really?
So
home brewing did it to you?
That's what started it off. And I just went down the rabbit hole. I ended up going to Siebel, which is the beer school in Chicago. And now we have a brewery. So
I did not know we had a beer school.
I didn't either.
I was going to regular school, and
And you have obviously one of the things you guys offer are beer flights. But I want people to also look at your labels and your cans. These are this is your personal line.
Yeah, Beth is a designer, and she makes all of our labels.
That guy right there. Right there. Yep. Let's see him.
Look how pretty that is.
What is on the label there?
That is a Binny's collab we did.
Oh, okay.
It's called Rustic Resolve, and it's a Franconian Keller beer.
Franconian?
Which is a slightly
Franconia in Germany.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's where my people are from.
Okay, good.
Nice. Oh, wow.
They like
Here's
lager.
my people.
There you go. Cheers to your people. And you say you have added a food. So let's kind of just start with what do we have over here on our left, right?
So we added food this summer, and we have our pep rally, which is our Detroit-style pie.
Pep rally.
Wow.
That has 2 types of pepperoni on it,
Oh my
cup and
goodness.
char, and
It's like a meal in a slice.
and deli pepperoni.
Okay.
We recently added sandwiches, and we of course have our Via Chicago, which is our spin on Italian beef.
Love
our
it.
chef
Very
Dalton
nice.
has like a very elaborate process where he creates the au jus and the beef, and it's spectacular.
It looks delicious.
We have New York style pies as well as Chicago tavern pies.
You guys do it all.
And we did that recently because after COVID, everyone needs to sort of offer food or something different.
Sure.
Because people weren't visiting tap rooms quite the same way. And
They
so we
should
did
be,
that.
shouldn't they?
Yeah. So we did that as a way to kind of expand our range.
Okay, so when I come in, as Mark is already experimenting, I have the option of a beer flight, right? So
Yes.
tell me about this.
So the beer flights are 4 5-ounce tasters, and you can pick any of the 14 different beers we have on draft or on cask. We have 2 English beer engines
Or
as well.
flowing out of the faucet. As
Or
you said
flowing,
earlier.
yeah, they just appear in front of you.
I like your plumbing at your house.
So you can get whatever you want, and it's a great way to kind of see what you like. And then usually we recommend finding something you like and getting a full pour, because that's the real experience.
Okay, so tell me what he just had here, this dark one.
So
What is
that's...
this?
Let me guess. That's in a cask that previously had whiskey in it.
That is exactly right.
Okay, I'm gonna try
That's
it
a
now.
bourbon barrel-aged stout that we actually conditioned on coffee, whole bean coffee.
Really?
So it's got a lot of different things going on.
Well, I have a very refined palate, of course.
Obviously. Okay, so there's that one, and then kind of walk me through the rest of them.
So this is our Hellas, which is probably my favorite beer that we make, and it's the opposite of the one you just had. It's light and crushable.
Hellas, hell of a good beer.
Yeah. Just a,
You just come up with their new trademark.
Yeah, this is actually, okay, this is more my speed. This one is very rich, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the first one. Okay, tell me about the other 2.
the second one is the Binny's collab, the Franconian Keller beer.
Binny's as in?
The Binny's.
The Binny's.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are big time.
I guess so. Yeah.
Cheers again. We have to keep cheering. Yep.
Okay, keep talking.
And then we also have a porter. We call this Pleasant Acres Porter.
That's what this is?
Yep.
Which is named after
Which is named after a
another
park
dark
in Lake
one.
Zurich.
How pretty that label
That's cool,
is.
though, right?
Yeah, can I have that for
Sure.
a second? Tell me about that. I want to put this to the camera. Look how pretty that is. Describe this one to me.
So Lake Zurich has a lake, which is nice, and so the
one of my favorite lakes, right?
Hence the name.
The park that is now called Paulus Park was at one time called Pleasant Acres, and they had cabins for rent. You could rent a rowboat and go around on the lake. And so, doing some research, I discovered that name and thought, let's try using that.
I love that. It's very nostalgic, and it makes me kind of yearn for this, even though I knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
Very nice,
I want to go
right?
there.
No kidding. How idyllic. So how have things been going in Lake Zurich? With the business,
Very good.
You've been open 8 years now,
Very
right?
good.
You're doing something right.
Yeah.
My joke is that when we started, I had a jet black beard. Now, no more.
Yeah?
But no, it's great. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, and we're getting a lot of positive feedback on the food and
love that.
the beer people like. So it's a lot
I'm
of
curious,
fun.
is there, out of all these delicious beers, is there one in particular that kind of is the go-to that people always love?
I think our Helles is our best seller. It's the first one.
Oh, the
It's
first
just a
one,
light,
okay.
easy drinking lager that basically goes with anything. So,
Well, and it's a good, you know, if someone is coming in and they're a Coors fan or other, you know,
macro kind of friend.
beers, it's a good kind of gateway into craft beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a gateway.
You know what? You're exactly right, because I'm not a beer person, but I kind of like that. Right?
See, that's how it starts, my friend. That's how it starts.
You've changed me. You've turned me. Okay, so tell everybody, what's the address? How do they get there? And what
You have a car, right?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get a car.
So we're at the corner of Rand Road and Route 22 in Lake Zurich.
Okay.
We're in a very large strip mall called the Village Square.
739 West State Route 22.
Very nice.
I love it too, because I like showcasing the suburban restaurants, and you guys, this is just your only place.
Yes.
So we love to promote the small businesses, and it sounds like, though, you're doing a great job on your own. So thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Very nice to meet you guys.
Which one's your favorite? Are you the gateway
Those
guy?
two. You know, I got to go with my people's beer from Franconia.
From Franconia.
Yeah.
Okay, now we
Going
know.
with the roots.
And I just have one more question for you. Who are you rooting for tonight?
Oh,
The Bears.
You know.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, great spot to go if you want to watch the game again tonight. And it looks like the food's amazing. We can't wait to jump in and try it.
Awesome.
Don't go anywhere. Mark's going to have a final check of the forecast when we come back.
Yeah, I will.
Look at that shot.
Fox 32 Sports. Go.
Welcome back on this Orange Sunday. Maybe you'll You'll need this if you're going to the Bears-Rams game. Progresso has brought back its soup drops. Have you heard of this, Mark?
No.
They are savory lozenges.
Oh, my goodness, really?
Taste like its famous soup. So this year, the chicken noodle has returned, and tomato basil and beef pot roast have joined the lineup. The soup drops are available online.
So they're cough drops.
Yeah, it tastes like soup.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking if I have a cold, I really don't want, you know, beef chunks in my mouth, right? I think I'm going to go with...
That sounds disgusting.
I think I'm going to
put it that way.
I think I'm going to go with cherry or lemon or, you know, one of the more traditional, you know, models.
What are the red candy ones that they've been around forever? Ludens, right?
Ludens, yeah.
Which I always thought... I don't really know if they ever help my throat, but they taste delicious.
Well, and you know, back like in school, when you couldn't have candy in your mouth, you're like, oh, I got a note from the nurse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a Luden.
Forever.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. A man in Great Britain just created the world's fastest trash can. Well, why not? The dumpster on wheels can reach speeds of 66 miles per hour. What could possibly go wrong? He built this souped-up garbage can. Yeah, 66.
Wow.
Using a think about that. He's got a trash can that he'd get a ticket on most roads in Illinois, right?
Yeah.
Well, he used a trash can and a motorbike engine and go-kart wheels, so that makes it all good. He named it the Dukes of Hazardous Waste, after the TV show, of course. He now holds the record in the Guinness Book of World Records. You know, they have records that are kind of the screwiest thing sometimes, don't they?
Isn't that funny?
Who knew?
Can you imagine, though, driving down the road and seeing that thing flying by you?
I mean, doesn't that look like a death wish?
It totally looks like a death wish. I'm sure he doesn't get out on the highway on that thing.
Well, even going down a sidewalk, it looks pretty dangerous.
This is true. Okay, listen to this. The only line I know is with our tea formation. Do you know the words to this?
I kind of, maybe most of them.
I love it. Okay, that's the Chicago Symphony Orchestra performing Bear Down, Chicago Bears, while on tour. We're all jumping on the bandwagon. I absolutely love this, and hopefully we'll be playing that again next week.
See that guy in the middle? He's like, I went to Juilliard and I'm doing a fight song? What?
He never thought he'd be playing Bear Down on a clarinet, right?
Yeah, who knew? Who knew it was a thing?
Okay, we want to go back to the results of today's Mega Poll question. We asked, how many rushing touchdowns will the Bears have against the Rams? And what's your response, Mark Strell?
I said 2 to 3.
You said 2
kind of cheating here, because one's 2 and one's 3, right?
Well, there you go. There's the results from those who have voted. You can still vote on Fox Chicago.
You do whatever you want.
App, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm very excited about this game.
We all are.
Okay, and we now have our beer flights, right, that we can try.
Taking flight.
What is your perfect football meal? Like, what do you love to eat and drink when you watch
love
football?
the stuff that comes in here so often. I love, you know, you bring everything, like the pizza, the wings, the Italian beef, and all. Oh, of course, you have to have a salad there, too.
Yeah,
but,
gotta
you
have a salad.
all the good stuff, you know, the cheese platter. I like it when there's a plethora of fine taste.
Oh, plethora.
Yeah.
So I've really become a wing person recently.
Good for you.
And I'm a little embarrassed to admit, I used to always say, why in the world do they serve ranch dressing with wings? I didn't get it until I had a really hot wing.
Yeah.
And then I realized,
kind of put out the fire a little bit.
That's what the ranch is for. It's the milk thing, right?
I think so.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I was at, what was it? Jake Melnick's. You know, they're known for their rings.
Right.
We went out there for a tasting Chicago, and they have this quadruple hot wing.
Oh, like Delta Death Wings?
Yes, you got it. And so we were shooting a story, and my photographer was busy focusing on the video, so after the shoot was over, he decided to try a wing. Well, guess which one he went for?
The double
and it was
death.
on a 3-tier layer. He went for the top, and I said, no, don't do it. And he didn't hear me, or he was ignoring me.
Right.
And he ate that wing, and it was hot. And then our producer took the wings home and didn't tell her husband, and she left them in the fridger. He woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning. She heard him coughing downstairs.
I've got a tip for you. Ranch and blue cheese, double dip.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's a good.
That helps even more.
Oh, it doesn't help. It just, well, it helps the happiness.
Okay.
Today, we're in the teens and 20s. 0 overnight tonight. Wind chills at the game below 0 for much of the game, and some snow.
Bundle up, bear down. Hopefully tonight's win is going to be much earlier.